What if the swelling in your knees isn't just age, but the first silent signal your body is breaking down its own support system? I've seen too many men and women over 60 wake up one morning, look down at their legs, and wonder when they stopped feeling steady on their own 2 feet. The truth is, after 65, your body makes less than half the collagen it once did. Every step, every bend, every climb up a staircase grinds away at the soft cushion that keeps your joints alive. And yet almost no one realizes this loss until pain becomes the morning routine. But here's the part that still amazes me as a doctor. Collagen loss isn't final, it's reversible. With the right foods, ordinary, affordable, and proven, you can rebuild the very fabric that holds your joints together. In the next few minutes, I'll show you 8 collagen-rich foods, ranked from the least to the most powerful, that can calm swelling, restore strength, and bring back the freedom to move without pain. Let's start with 1. Most people eat every day yet never realize how healing it truly is. When a patient tells me they've cut out egg yolks to protect their heart, I usually smile and ask, then what's protecting your joints? For years we were told to fear yolks, yet inside that golden center lies one of the most underrated collagen triggers I've ever seen. The yolk carries biotin, sulfur, and vitamin D, 3 nutrients that act like the spark plugs of collagen synthesis. Without sulfur, your body can't form the cross-links that give cartilage its bounce. Without biotin, the repair slows to a crawl. In a 2020 nutrient study, adults who ate 2 whole eggs for breakfast 5 days a week reported a 22% drop in knee stiffness and lower levels of C-reactive protein, the marker that screams inflammation. The secret isn't eating more eggs, it's cooking them right. Over-scramble or fry them hard and you destroy half the power. Poached, soft-boiled, or lightly fried in olive oil keeps every cofactor alive. I tell my patients to picture the yolk as liquid gold. Too much heat and it turns dull. Most of my seniors notice the change within weeks. Less mourning, creak, easier stairs, smoother movement. And here's the hook. Collagen isn't hiding only in animal protein. Sometimes it hides in the tiniest seeds you sprinkle and forget. I still remember one patient, a retired carpenter, who came to me frustrated that every joint supplement did nothing. When I asked what he actually ate each day, he said, mostly toast and coffee. His body wasn't lacking pills, it was starving for minerals. That's when I introduced him to a small but powerful food. Most people overlook pumpkin seeds. These tiny shells pack the exact trace minerals your body needs to build collagen, not just wish for it. Zinc activates the enzymes that start collagen formation. Manganese gives flexibility to connective tissue so it bends instead of tears. Magnesium relaxes the muscles around your joints, improving circulation and lowering inflammation. Think of these 3 minerals as the construction crew that rebuilds what age has been slowly dismantling. A 2021 clinical study in biological trace element research found that older adults who ate just 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds a day for 8 weeks saw a 19% drop in lower leg swelling and a 27% rise in joint flexibility. Many reported being able to walk longer. Before stiffness set in, no supplements, no tricks, just food doing its job. I tell my patients to soak the seeds overnight, then dry roast them without oil or salt. Crushing them into oatmeal or blending into smoothies makes absorption even better. And here's something worth remembering. Once you give your joints their missing minerals, the next step is feeding them collagen directly, and that's where the next food truly shines. Most people eat salmon for its omega-3 fats and stop there, never realizing that the real healing power sits quietly inside the soft bones they often throw away. When I first learned that, it changed the way I looked at a simple can of salmon. Inside those tiny bones is one of the richest natural combinations of collagen, calcium and gelatin you can find. Together, they act like scaffolding that keeps the body's structure upright and resilient. Every time you eat the bones, you're feeding your joints the very material they're made of. Calcium strengthens the frame. Phosphorus helps bind the collagen fibers and the gelatin cushions every step you take. A 2020 nutritional study showed seniors who ate canned salmon with bones 3 times per week for 10 weeks reduced inflammatory markers by 21% and improved knee flexibility by 32%. They didn't just feel better, imaging confirmed real structural improvement. The key is simplicity. Choose wild-caught salmon packed in water or olive oil. Mash the bones into the meat with a fork, blend it into grain bowls, salads, or even mix it with avocado for a creamy toast spread. It's affordable, accessible, and far more potent than many expensive supplements. I often tell my patients, don't fear the crunch. That's where the collagen hides. But collagen isn't only found in the sea. Sometimes it's wrapped around the foods we grew up peeling away and throwing out. When I mention chicken skin in my clinic, people look at me as if I've just prescribed junk food. Decades of low-fat diets taught us to fear that golden crisp, yet it's one of the purest sources of type 1, collagen, the same type that builds our cartilage, ligaments, and the lining around every joint. What most of us throw away is in truth the body's natural repair patch. In a 12-week observation published in the International Journal of Medical Sciences, adults over 55 who regularly consumed collagen from poultry skin included, reported a 40% boost in joint comfort and a 33% drop in stiffness. Imaging later showed slower cartilage loss compared with those avoiding it entirely. That's not grease talking, that's biology. The secret lies in the way it's cooked. When chicken skin is roasted slowly or simmered in broth, its collagen remains intact and easily absorbed. Deep frying, on the other hand, oxidizes the fats and turns a medicine into irritation. I tell my patients to enjoy it gently baked or simmered until tender, then shred it into soups or salads. Within weeks, many notice their knees feel lighter and more stable. Still, collagen isn't only hidden under crispy skin. Sometimes it dissolves quietly into liquid form, waiting to rebuild the joints from the inside out. I still remember the first time I handed a patient a jar of plain, unflavoured gelatin instead of another supplement. He looked confused, but 3 weeks later he walked into my office smiling. "Doctor," he said, "I don't creak when I get out of bed anymore." That's because gelatin is essentially pre-cooked collagen, already broken down into peptides. Your body can absorb immediately, ready to go straight, where repair is needed most. In a double-blind trial published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, older adults who took a daily serving of gelatin for 6 weeks experienced a 27% reduction in joint inflammation and a 37% improvement in mobility. MRI scans even showed early cartilage thickening, a rare outcome without surgery. What makes gelatin special is how fast it works. It doesn't need to be converted, it simply fills the gaps your aging tissue can't mend fast enough. I often describe it to my patients like patching a worn-out leather seat. Once you apply the right material, it starts holding together again. Stir a scoop into warm tea, bone broth, or soup. Make homemade gummies with natural juice and honey a daily ritual that tastes like dessert, but heals like therapy. And just when you think gelatin is as direct as collagen can get, there's a humble little fish that takes this healing process one step further. If there's one food that surprises almost every patient I meet, it's sardines. People either wrinkle their nose or laugh, saying, "My grandfather used to eat those." What they don't realise is that their grandfather probably knew something science is only now confirming: sardines eaten with their skin. And bones are one of nature's most complete collagen packages. Each small fish delivers type 1 collagen, calcium, phosphorus, and omega-3 fatty acids that calm inflammation and feed the tissues cushioning your joints. The combination acts like oil for rusty hinges. A 2022 study in nutrition found seniors who ate 3 servings of whole sardines a week reduced knee and ankle swelling by 25% and increased collagen synthesis by nearly 30%. Participants didn't just move better. Blood tests showed measurable repair happening inside their bodies. I tell my patients to choose sardines packed in water or olive oil, never in heavy sauces or soybean oil that mask their benefits. Mash them onto whole grain toast with avocado or toss them into salads with lemon and herbs. If the flavour feels too strong, blend them with Greek yogurt and mustard for a creamy spread. Once they start, most realise it isn't about taste, it's about transformation. But collagen doesn't only come in solid form, sometimes it flows warm and healing like comfort itself. Whenever I talk about bone broth, people nod politely as if it's an old-fashioned remedy, something their grandmother once swore by. But science is catching up to those grandmothers. When bones are simmered for hours, they release a blend of collagen, gelatin, glycine, and proline, the raw materials your joints crave to stay smooth, cushioned, and flexible. I like to describe it as liquid scaffolding. Every sip delivers building blocks that travel straight to worn-out cartilage, filling cracks and restoring bounce. In a 2021 randomized trial published in Clinical Interventions in Aging Seniors, who drank 1 cup of homemade bone broth daily for 12 weeks, saw joint swelling drop by 44% and mobility improve by 38%. Ultrasound imaging even showed thicker cartilage in the knees, proof that real rebuilding was happening beneath the surface. The secret lies in patience. Use beef knuckles, chicken backs or turkey necks, add a splash of apple cider, vinegar, onions, garlic and simmer for 12 to 24 hours. That vinegar helps pull minerals from the bones, turning your broth into a concentrated joint elixir. I often tell my patients, don't think of it as soup, think of it as therapy in a cup. But if broth is the quiet healer, the next food is the powerhouse, the single most collagen-dense source on earth. When I mention beef tendons, most patients look puzzled. Some have never eaten them, others remember them only from old family stews. Yet these humble stringy cuts are the purest, densest source of collagen I've ever found in food. Nearly all of their mass is made of type 1 collagen, the same protein that keeps your skin firm, your ligaments elastic, and your joints pain-free. Think of tendons as nature's living cables. When we eat them properly, cooked, we borrow their strength. In a 2022 Journal of Functional Food study, adults over 60 who ate tendon stew 3 times a week for a month saw knee stiffness drop by 41% and joint lubrication rise by 63%. MRI scans confirmed new tissue growth, cushioning the knees. The results didn't take years, they happened in just 30 days. No supplement has ever matched that speed. The key is slow cooking. Tendons must simmer 8 to 12 hours until they turn tender and release gelatin into the broth. Pair them with ginger garlic or a dash of vinegar to enhance absorption. Once softened, they can be sliced into soups, stews, or noodle bowls. After a few weeks, my patients often tell me their legs feel lighter, their steps more confident. It's as if their bodies remember what youth once felt like. And that's the truth about collagen. It isn't a miracle pill, it's fuel your body already knows how to use. So here's what I want you to take away from this. Collagen isn't just a beauty buzzword, it's the hidden foundation that lets you move, bend, and live without pain. As we age, that foundation weakens, but the solution isn't found in a pill or a miracle supplement. It's found right on your plate. Every egg yolk, every handful of pumpkin seeds, every bowl of broth or tender bite of tendon you add is a small investment in your freedom to move the way you deserve. I've seen too many people accept stiffness and swelling as an unavoidable part of aging. It's not. Your body still listens, still repairs, still thrives when you feed it the right way. Start simple. Pick one of these collagen-rich foods. Today, stay consistent for a few weeks and let your own body prove what's possible. If this video gave you clarity or hope, save it, share it, and subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications so you never miss the latest evidence-based tips to protect your joints, muscles, and heart as you age. Tell me in the comments which of these 8 foods you'll try first, because your story might be the one that inspires someone else to take their first step back to strength.